Am I recording? Oh, yes, I am. So, good morning. Today is the first day of spring, and I'm really stoked about that because this first winter that I just went through, the first one in 20 years, it was not fun. I really didn't enjoy it. You know, I'm used to 16 degrees average temperature in the winter, and, most of the days it wasn't that cold, but, we haven't got all the heating sorted out in the house yet, so average temperature indoors is like 12 to 14 degrees. It's kind of like a Hong Kong winter sort of thing, right? Indoors. I mean, I remember there was like 2 weeks. It's usually like 2 weeks a year where temperature dips down to maybe 10 or lower. But because there's no heating, and the concrete walls there, it's just, the temperature outdoors is the same as the temperature indoors. So it's not fun. Anyway, because it's been cold, I've been slow to do things. I had to wait a while to pour concrete for those piers under that main floor beam thing, but that's done. And I think we got about 10 more days just to let it cure until I can drop the load down on it. So I'm stoked about that. Can start moving forward there. So while the temperature has not been good, while the weather hasn't been good, I've just been picking at jobs around the side of the building, inside the building, then also back on the house because, for example, I didn't get all the drainage done. I got the gutters up before, but I didn't dig the actual drainage to get the water down away from the house, right? Like I had the pipes down, but I didn't put them in the ground yet. And that took forever because it just bedrock. We're just on top of a giant bedrock everywhere. And so trying to find the right route to get the water away from the house to the side of the cliff, to drain it out, that was a real pain in the ass. Anyways, I can take you on a tour and show you what we've done. So, maybe introduce a little bit more. This is kind of like the edge of the property. There's a little orange little ribbon up there, so that marks, I guess, the east side. And what's super cool about this place is that, let's go to the edge of the property. Somewhere over here, maybe a bit further. Of course, I'm waiting for Super James to come out and help me with a little bit more surveying. But yeah, okay. So where is it? Can't see it. Oh, yeah, there it is. There's the orange ribbon. So everything on this side here beyond is all parkland or zone parkland. So the cool thing is it's never going to get developed. And then of course on this side, we've got the river down there. That's the Sprout River. And this is all part of the property down here, down to that logging road down there. So yeah, this is the edge. And I don't think I'm going to do anything with this. I'm going to keep it nice and forested. I do want to put a bunch of wood chips down around here, throw a picnic table, and maybe build a little trail that goes down the slope and across the little creek. It's actually rainwater runoff. There's a culvert that comes out down there. But yeah, it'd be nice to have a little trail that goes down here, little bridge across there. Be sweet. Anyways, we'll go through here. So we've been doing more clearing. That's part of how we spent the last couple months, just because it was too cold to do any concrete work. Started clearing out over there where the steam donkey is. There's still a bunch more of gross trees I need to get cut down. I'm gonna have to cut this one down because I need to flatten out all this land here and make it suitable for getting a vehicle on. So let's head out over here to the piles of trees, branches are getting bigger and bigger. I am not touching any evergreens. All evergreen trees are staying. But Tom showed up one day and he helped me start cutting all this crap down that was here. There used to be vegetable garden, I think, right here. But the reality is all this land actually was clear before, because we're finding evidence of, obviously the bulbs planted in various places. There's a little patch of them. Yeah, there's a little patch of them right down in there. You can see some bulbs coming up. But there's the steam donkey. So cleared a bit of a path to the steam donkey. Found on this little cliff down here, there's a bunch of flower pots. Maybe this is like the secret weed growing spot, years and years ago or something. I don't know. Seems a bit weird that there's a bunch of pots down there. But spinning around, head back to the building. Can't believe how much work this actually is. I knew it was going to be a lot of work, but oof, insane. It's nuts trying to do 2 buildings at the same time. But yeah, so here it is. Still looks the same. I did get half the gutter up there. Hard to see with the colors and lighting. There we go. So I got half the gutter up the other day. This is the last remaining one. I'm gonna do the other half once it stops raining. It's been raining for a couple days, and I need time for the silicone to cure. This is another area that Tom and I started clearing. Haven't knocked down the chicken coop yet, but started pulling boards off of it. Tied it up all down here, right? Let's come down here. So this is tied it up a bit more. Did a little bit of concrete work right behind there. That was yesterday. But yeah, so that's that side of the building. Take you in, show you the piers. Okay, so let's head in here. George, what's going on, man? So, hole is still here. Now, you can see that there's like patch water coming down here. So, what was happening was outside, because there was no gutter, the water was just falling off the roof, hitting the bedrock that sloped towards the building, and it was running along that then under the foundation. So I put the gutter up, like I said, a couple days ago. It kind of runs around maybe to there. But since then, this down here has started to dry out. So that's cool. Of course, we still need to put maybe a little bit of concrete at the back there, or sorry, at the side to, patch up any cracks. So there are the piers. 1, 2, standing in front of the light. Hi. There we go. So there's 1, 2, and 3. put this down March 2nd, I think it was. Can't remember exactly. Yeah, March 2nd. And, you know, normally when people pour concrete for houses and stuff like that, they're using professionally formulated, you know, really good concrete. And it's the composition or the formulation, it varies depending on the job and the environment, the elements and stuff like that. And that's the beauty of being able to get concrete, you know, delivered. But of course, I'm doing a small amount here. So I use the hardware store concrete. In that case, I talked to some contractors, and they told me, well, you know, probably the best thing, since you're not using these professional formulations, just wait. Leave it 28 days, as according to the manufacturer suggestions, you know, to get the maximum strength before we drop the load on it. But stoked. That's going to be, it's going to be when? A week Tuesday. And then we can put the posts back down. So we'll be one. This one will go back again because there was a center one there that was not on a pier. It was just resting on the bedrock, right? And of course another one over there. So we're making it a hell of a lot stronger than what it was before. So it should last another 80 years. So how did we get here? I thought you'd never ask.
I got a job in the valley, but today I didn't go. I need a day off, but the boss says hell no. I'm gonna get drunk and smoke 3 packs of morons. And part of me thinks I ain't ever gonna make it back home.
I did it. There's 1 and 2 and 3. Now I just gotta wait 28 days and it should be good. Check that out. Look at the spider webs. Whoa. So I found something kind of neat. I came down here to get the tarp. So I got to do a garbage run, dump my recycling and a few bags of trash. And on the ground, I thought that there was another water line or hose or some kind of rubber pipe anyways. This whole area here, I think we found something like 5 lines running this way. It's nothing to do with the septic. It's all like ancient, kind of like just old stuff from back in the day, I guess. As the years went by, they kept running different lines from the workshop, the kitchen, or whatever, down to just run off the cliff. Well, we fixed all that. Anyways, I thought that down there was another hose. But I guess the frost kind of pushed it up, and I realized, look at that. Where's the camera? There we go. It's an old Pepsi bottle. So I wonder how old this is. Long time since I've seen one of these things. Check that out. You know, an old glass Pepsi bottle. I think I'm gonna have to polish this off and we'll clean it off and get it looking nice again. I mean, is there a date on it? No, I know there's no seam in the bottle. I don't know if that's a hint. Correction. There is a seam. Let's see, it's right there in the middle. Money back bottle. Is there any French on it? Yes. How do you pronounce that? Bouteille consignée? Yeah, I stopped studying French in grade 11. You know, what's down here? Any hints? There's something written on there. I can't read what that says. Damn, I wish there was a date on it. But maybe we can go by the logo, perhaps. Check it out. This is the shortest one. Loving that. And we get to our centerpiece. This is about medium height. You know, it turned out really nice too. And then we get to our super tall one way over there. Let's check it out. And I'm so stoked about this. Progress. It's slow, but it's definitely progress. Loving it. Super, super loving it. That's it for this episode. I'm gonna keep going on side jobs while I wait for that concrete to finish curing.